good afternoon friends, and now in this video we are going to discuss about the idea of abstract classes and some abstract classes. When you define a class, like suppose this is the abstract class. So abstract means something which is not perfectly defined. That is called the abstract class. So when you now, what is the purpose of these abstract classes? I say first, let's see. I design a class called geometry. This is abstract. Now just look at the syntax. So this public class abstract. This is my abstract class. Now what is the power of this abstract class? That their objects cannot be made, and if you compile, see, it is compiled, but you cannot make the object of this class, see, because it is not defined. So if something which is not defined, how can you make the object of that class? Now the question is that if something is not defined and we can design, then why we are designing it? We are designing it just like, suppose, just I'm giving you one simple example. This is based on my own personal experience. Like suppose when you're inheriting from your father, everyone have a father, definitely, I'm pretty sure. And even if you in that condition, if you're inheriting, suppose your father have a car and it is old vintage car, and you are in the 21st century, and you find that the car is too damn old that if you take it on the road, people start looking surprisingly at your car and saying, oh my god, this is such an old creepy car. So it looks like an antique piece rather than a car. So you find sometimes awkward situations. What the hell is there? Now just consider the case number two. Your father simply just um, put a fixed account in a particular bank with a money so that you can buy the car. So what happened when you just inherit the money, then you buy a latest car for yourself. Same way here, this is a class which is abstract, means it is not defined properly. Now you know that the class is nothing but the collection of the, or the container or something of the member variables and the member methods. And if it is undefined, then if I inherit, if another class inherited, suppose if I just say I take like private final double pi equals 3.142 f, and then I have a method public void show, and I make this also abstract, just write like this, because class is a container of the variable and the functions. If a class is abstract, means the functions are abstract. So this is, the function is abstract. I create one more function, and then I name it double, and I call it area. So it just calculate area and shows it has just one pi value constant, and this is, now let's see how it can be used. So I compile it, no error. I create another class, and that is called the rectangle, or you can say square, a square class. So square class, and this class now extends to the geometry class. So if it extends the geometry class, then it has a variable x. Now if I say that int a, this x is actually the side, so this is my x, and here I want to redefine these two functions like show and double. So I just simply copy it. So here I define. So public void abstract right now is because when you're defining it means it is no more abstract like this. And then here also, so I simply write nothing here. So this is becoming a case of method overriding because these two functions you are redefining them. Now this is called the area. So I'll say return, not exactly like overriding because overriding methods should have been defined there. So, and if you want to make overriding method, then this is abstract method. This is not exactly overriding. So show, and then here write return x into x because it is a square, and here it says system dot out dot print ln area equal to plus, or I better write perimeter, four into x, and this is semicolon. So now you compile extends geometry. This is geometry. Now it is done. So I create the object of this class. I pass a value 12 to this, and then I simply run void area 144.0 good and show. So the perimeter is 12, perimeter is 12 for the 48, where this is 1, yes, perimeter is 48, so this is working. So this is idea of the abstract classes. So abstract classes are the classes which are abstract, declared with the keyword abstracts, or also if you just make any functions in it, um, which is not the, like suppose if I say this is abstract, if I remove, if you write this word keyword, it automatically becomes abstract. If you do not write it keywords, but if it contains some abstract methods, then now see what will happen. They say geometry is not abstract and does not override abstract method area in geometry, so it has to be declared abstract. So now abstract, this is done. Now again I want to write that like three, now here if I say that abstract void and I would use the word final, then you see what happens. Final is a very powerful keyword and it is used with variable, with the functions and with the class. When the final keyword is used with variable, then that variable becomes a constant. Means when the final keyword is used with a function, that functions will become unfit for overriding, means this cannot be overridden. And when a keyword final is attached before a class, that class cannot be inherited. Mind you, the three prime entities of the object oriented programming are the variable, methods and the classes. Classes together comprise variables and the methods. So if you use the keyword before a variable, it will become a constant. If you use a keyword before a function, it will become unfit for overriding. This cannot be overridden. And if a function keyword final is attached before a class, then that class can never be inherited. This is the sole idea of the inheritance and the basic core concept of the OOP Java. Thank you very much. Subscribe to our channel and stay healthy, my friend. This way you can do miracle. But before that, I think I should make this one. See, because this will against here. I have to remove the word final because it is redefined and it should not stay like that. So I should stop with a good. Now compiled class. I keep a value 15 square 225, area is 225, and its circumference is 15 4 is 60, which is going here, perimeter 60. Thank you very much. Subscribe to our channel and stay healthy and keep on learning. That is the beauty of life. Learn to earn, learn to live, and learn to be happy.